I would encourage everyone to play football for the simple reason that it is hard.
He has never experienced anything like this in a Super Bowl.
I play tougher, harder, tougher, everything.
The magic you're looking for is in the will of trying and not giving up. The love of your dream is in your heart. One day you'll look back on your life and appreciate the struggle and have nothing but gratitude for everything that happened along the way. And you come to recognize that in return, you're given the chance to earn the greatest edge of all, and one that can never be taken away.
You may know him as the comeback kid, but how many of you know about his journey? This is the story of how Tom Brady defied all odds and became the legend he is today. Let's go back in time to the skinny kid from San Mateo. Tom Brady's story begins far from the roaring stadiums of the NFL. Born in San Mateo, California, he grew up in a family of die-hard sports fans. Sundays were sacred, filled with football, where a young Tom would sit wide-eyed, dreaming of playing in the NFL one day. But those dreams seemed distant. In high school, Brady wasn't exactly a star athlete. He was the backup quarterback, often left on the sidelines, lanky and unassuming, waiting for his chance. At the time, Brady's skills were raw. He wasn't the fastest runner, and his throws didn't have the zip that scouts drool over. But there was something about him that made people stop and take notice. Brady had an uncanny ability to stay calm under pressure, an intense work ethic, and a laser-sharp focus on improvement. His determination was evident even then, spending countless hours watching game film, understanding every nuance of the sport, and honing his craft with relentless discipline. After high school, Brady accepted a scholarship to play at the University of Michigan for the Michigan Wolverines. Here, things didn't get any easier. Brady found himself buried in the depth chart as the 7th-string quarterback. Most would have quit or transferred to a less competitive program. Not Tom. Instead, he rolled up his sleeves, ready to fight for every inch. He spent hours in the gym, improving his strength and mechanics. In practice, he was the first to arrive and the last to leave. It wasn't glamorous. It was hard, grinding work that rarely made headlines. Coaches and teammates began to notice his resilience, his quiet confidence, and his refusal to accept defeat. Little by little, he climbed the ranks. By his junior year, Brady had won the starting job. But the struggle wasn't over. Even then, he had to split time with another quarterback, Drew Henson, a highly touted recruit. The pressure mounted, the criticism grew louder, but Brady stayed steady, never wavering. Despite a solid college career, NFL scouts weren't impressed. At the 2000 NFL Combine, Brady's performance was, to put it kindly, underwhelming. He ran the 40-yard dash in what felt like slow motion, and his physique was far from sculpted. He looked more like a guy who wandered in from the library than a future NFL superstar. When draft day came, Brady waited and waited and waited. Finally, in the 6th round, with the 199th overall pick, the New England Patriots decided to take a chance on the kid from Michigan. The moment was bittersweet. He was drafted, yes, but barely. 6 other quarterbacks were taken ahead of him. Tom kept the list of those quarterbacks. It would serve as motivation for the rest of his career. And that way, the path to stardom began in New England. Brady arrived in New England as a 4th-string quarterback. No one expected much from him. After all, the Patriots already had a franchise quarterback in Drew Bledsoe. But Brady wasn't interested in meeting expectations. He was determined to exceed them. He trained harder than ever, spending endless hours in the film room, studying defenses, and preparing himself mentally and physically for any opportunity that might come his way. That opportunity came in 2001, when Bledsoe was injured during a game. Brady was thrust into the spotlight. He wasn't flashy or showy. He was efficient, calm, and steady. And most importantly, he won games. The Patriots started winning, and they didn't stop. Brady led the team to an improbable Super Bowl run, defeating the heavily favored St. Louis Rams in Super Bowl 36. People couldn't believe it. A 6th-round pick, an overlooked underdog, had just led his team to a championship. Brady was named Super Bowl MVP, but he remained humble. He credited his teammates, his coaches, and even his family dog for keeping him grounded. He laughed it off, but everyone knew this was just the beginning. So what made Tom Brady special, or his ability to read defenses? It was his mind. He possessed a near-obsessive commitment to preparation. He studied the way defenders move, their habits, their weaknesses. If a cornerback twitched his left foot before a blitz, Brady knew about it. His football IQ was off the charts, but it was his leadership that truly set him apart. Brady's teammates would follow him to the ends of the earth, not because he demanded it, but because he earned it. He worked harder than anyone else, and he expected the same from everyone around him. His competitive spirit was infectious, and he brought out the best in everyone. Brady also had a unique ability to stay calm under pressure. In the biggest moments, when the game was on the line, Brady seemed to get better. Whether it was the final drive of a game or the last second of a Super Bowl, You wanted the ball in his hands. He was the comeback kid, always finding a way to win. But Brady's journey was not without struggles. He faced numerous setbacks: a season-ending knee injury in 2008, a torn anterior cruciate ligament to be exact, heartbreaking Super Bowl losses, and constant doubt from critics who claimed he was a system quarterback, benefiting from Coach Bill Belichick's schemes. But Brady never wavered. He used every criticism as fuel, every setback as an opportunity for growth. Off the field, Brady also had to balance the pressures of fame and personal life. He dealt with scrutiny over his diet, the infamous TB12 method, his family life, and even his friendships. Yet through it all, he remained focused, always coming back to the love of the game, the thrill of competition, and the desire to keep proving people wrong. By the time he reached his late 30s, most thought Brady's career was winding down. Instead, he was just getting started. At 39, he led the Patriots to a historic comeback win in Super Bowl 51 against the Atlanta Falcons with a breathtaking 34-28 overtime victory. It was a game that cemented his legacy as the greatest of all time. His achievements are staggering: 7 Super Bowl titles, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 NFL MVPs, and countless records that may never be broken. But what's more impressive than the numbers is the longevity. At an age when most players are retired, Brady kept playing and winning. He moved to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2020, and against all odds, won